Friends, June 20th. Um, so just a little update on my own research and stuff. Turkey apparently sold off its T-bills and then started selling off its gold 3 months ago to supply much, to be able to buy oil and gas and diesel. So beginning to see the 3 month window of the stockpiles depleted that it's kind of the foundation of most of these nations. A few other little things that are kind of eye popping. That's 30% missing sulfuric acid. Well, you can't refine copper without sulfuric acid, so it means essentially a 30% reduction in copper right as they're building all these data centers, right? So what does that mean? That means that your inflationary rates are going to go up because you're last in line for that money. So anything with copper is going to go up 30% at least. It's pretty serious actually. The war in Lebanon is not over. That got restarted again. Israel's bombing places. As you know, as the Lebanese defend themselves from these terrorists, right? Genocidal maniacs. You should hear some of the things they say publicly. I mean, one of the ministers says, for every tear that an Israeli mother cries, we're going to make them, cry 1,000 tears. I mean, they don't know anything. They really think they're superior. It's gross. It's grosser than Nazism, like in a massive sense. At least those people were only like, a decade into their indoctrination. Like these Israeli people, they're lifelong, full Nazi-like genocidal maniacs. So things have to get played out. I mean, the strait's not open really. A few, 20, 40, whatever millions of barrels got out, but that's just a drop. There's still like a billion barrel deficit. So all these countries have gone through their reserves. The United States has been selling its reserves to these other countries. And like I said before in other videos, the first places we're going to see it are places like California on the west coast here in the United States, but we're going to see it. So, coming soon to a gas station and high prices. My own life, I managed to find a little work. I haven't got paid for it yet. So it's kind of an interesting dilemma. It's just another one of those like catch-22s. How do you keep showing up for a job when you don't have gas money? It's a difficult thing, right? And yes, I did reach out and try to. And it's just the apathy. It's the apathy you see in most of these people who have worked the slave life and don't understand that their little inconveniences, could be a huge inconvenience for someone else. And when things get tough, which they're going to get really tough, these people with this idea that, oh, well, take care of myself first, are going to discover that everything falls apart. I'm still hopeful that I can do a little bit of work before this shitstorm hits, but, get resupplied myself because I really need some supplies. But whatever happens, happens, and I will do whatever it takes to survive this. And I've gone through my training. So, here we are. Solstice is tomorrow. Hope you have a wonderful solstice.